What's up, guys? Welcome back again to ConstantlyVariedFitness, and we're back with another week of an open workout strategy and tips video. This time we're talking about 18.2 and 18.2a. So Dave Castro hasn't done a workout like this since 2015 with 15.1 and 15.1a, where it was a 9-minute AMRAP of a triplet and then a 6-minute AMRAP of a max effort or 1 rep max clean and jerk. So something kind of similar with the 18.2a, but this workout is 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10 reps of each on dumbbells, essentially front rack squats, and then bar facing burpees. As soon as you finish this, in the remaining time of a 12-minute clock, you're going to have that time to find a 1 rep max clean. So for example, if this workout takes you 4 minutes to complete, you have 8 minutes to do the find a 1 rep max clean. If you have 6 minutes, 6 minutes here. So essentially the faster you go here, you kind of reward yourself with more time here, and obviously you're not going to go straight from here, pick up the bar and do a clean. You're going to get some rest. So push right off the bat, this is a very fast workout where you need to be pushing it here and kind of giving yourself some time, some rest to do at least 2, 3, 4 attempts on your 1 rep max clean and maybe hopefully hit a new max PR. So first, getting off in this video, we're talking about mobility. With this this workout, the first thing I noticed is it's a lot of hip flexors. You're doing squats here, you're squatting here, but also when you're in the extension of a burpee, so when you lay on the floor and you're pushing your chest off the floor, you're also getting a slight stretch in your hip flexors as well. And you're also doing a little jump where you're kind of pulling up your leg, using your hip flexors to do that teeny little jump over the bar. So this whole workout is a lot of hip flexors. So make sure those are stretched out, they're feeling good before you work out. Don't stretch them out too much. Just some maybe some dynamic stuff like some duck walking, maybe like a very light, mild amount of the couch stretch, maybe like 30 seconds each side, maybe a minute at the most if you're someone with really tight hips or tight quads. And then also being said, stretch out your quads. I heard from the 2 athletes in my gym that did the workout right after the announcement. They said that during the first part of the workout, their quads were on fire on the squat. So make sure your quads are feeling good. They're pretty warm. I would hop on a bike. I would do a bunch of just jump squats maybe, or just practice a bunch of these dumbbell squat cleans. See where you want that dumbbell to sit and make sure they feel good so your squat is not iffy. Your legs are primed and ready to go before you even do this workout. Other than that, make sure your front rack feels good. So stretch out your lats, stretch out your triceps, hit your forearms and your wrists as well, so you have a really nice front rack position. I know one of the athletes that faced off against the other guy, he had a really good front rack position. He's able to get those elbows high and still keep a full grip on the bar. If you're someone that like struggles to get your fingertips on the bar or get your elbows really high, make sure you spend some time the night before, that morning, right before the workout, opening up this front rack position. Again, that is your lats, your triceps, and your forearms and wrists. So boom bodies on those areas. Make sure they feel good. Smash them out, stretch them out right before you do the workout. So when it comes to warming up for this workout, a few things. First off, coming with the dumbbell squat cleans. There are a few different ways you can hold these dumbbells. You can hold them with kind of one end of the dumbbell resting on your arm and the other one out in front. You can have your hands kind of to the side with the dumbbells going almost vertically, and the back of the dumbbell is, or the bottom part of the dumbbell is touching the back of your shoulder. People kind of do like this kind of like dumbbells facing in, so it's almost like you can't see their chin because they have kind of, they're resting and pressing against each other. Whichever is most comfortable you, figure that out before you do the workout. Don't try each one and then try to think, okay, maybe I'll do this one, I might do this one. During the warm-up, kind of pick which one feels comfortable for you and which one you're going to stick to, even if it kind of feels a little iffy. Because if you start playing around with it, all of a sudden you're just wasting time trying to figure something out when you could have done that during the warm-up. So make sure you're comfortable with whichever grip you're going to go, which one works for you. Real quick, what they mentioned last year when we did the dumbbell walking lunge, the dumbbells can't be sitting on your shoulders and then you're having just your hands on the dumbbell. Your wrists need to be under the dumbbell at all time, essentially you having a full grip on it. So you can't have your hands just resting on it. You need to have a full grip on those dumbbells. Don't try to do anything too shaky or anything that might be considered cheating, because you don't want to be deducted any points. For the bar facing burpees, not much you can do to warm up for burpees other than burpees. So do a couple burpees over your bar. Essentially, I would probably do 3 rounds, 4 rounds of 5 and 5, kind of finding your pace, finding your tempo, seeing what works for you. For the 1 rep max clean, I would build up to the starting weight I'm going to do for my lift. So for example, you finish this workout, you take a minute or two to catch your breath, you should have already hit the first lift you plan on hitting in your warm-up. So whether that be 180, you think you might start with 185 for your barbell, make sure you hit that lift before you start. Because some days, yeah, your max might be 205, 225, and you're very confident you hit 185, but you want to make sure you're warm, you're primed, your CNS is ready to pick up a heavy barbell and attack that barbell and be able to successfully hit 185. So whatever you plan on starting with, hit a number there, so that way that bar is already set. Essentially, you can start with the weight already on the bar, whatever weight you want, and you can also have other people load up the bar for you. So whatever you plan on hitting, hit it. That way it can be on your bar. Have a buddy or two standing by so they can change out the weight, and as you go, they can add weight and whatever you need to do so you can successfully lift the weight. I would maybe do one weight you know you can hit, another weight you're pretty confident with that you're almost certain you could hit, and then maybe for the third, fourth, fifth, try to push it, see what you can do. Maybe hit a PR, maybe hit something that you're not very confident about, but you think that you might be able to because, you know, it's open season and miracles happen. So that is with the warm-up. 3 or 4 rounds, 5 and 5. Hit this lift before you plan on doing the workout so you're ready and you're primed to go. For movement efficiency, we were talking about kind of with the dumbbell squat cleans, find what grip you want to use. First off, when it comes to this workout, with Patrick Vellner, when he was doing his squats, they were very smooth, very methodical, they were nice, beautiful, there was no question that he was hitting depth or he was hitting full extension. It was very smooth reps, whereas Noah Olson, when he was doing them, they were kind of, you know, rushed and they were really squirmy and they were like kind of close to where, personally, I might have no-repped him because it didn't look like he was fully standing up. Just on a few reps. I mean, there's still games out there, there's still beasts. So make sure when it comes to squats, I would just find a smooth pace because you're not going to make money on the squats. Squats can only go so fast no matter how hard you push them. This is the money make right here, the bar facing burpees. So pick, you know, a pace that you are going to start with and you're going to hold on to for dear life. Whether you're huffing and puffing, whether you're breathing hard, 1/3 of a bar facing burpee is literally you laying on the floor. Just literally collapsing and dropping down on the floor. It's 1/3 of the movement. The other third is you getting up off the floor. The other third is you jumping over a bar that's 4 or 5 inches off the floor. So push this one, keep a nice steady pace, make sure you're not getting a rep on your squats. Lay down all the way on the floor, jump your feet up, jump up and over the bar. One quick thing with bar facing burpees, what I see a lot of people do and that they wrote on the movement standards. Make sure when you're doing your burpee, you're jumping plenty far back to where your chin is not, we kind of get messed up sometimes when we stay too close to the bar and our chin's kind of like right next to the bar, we don't want to hit our head. That's considered a no rep. Your head needs to be behind the bar at all times, so you can't do that the close where you're almost getting your head. Your head needs to be pointing towards the bar, and then you jump up and over. And then also, that new standard that he announced at 18.0, both of you have to jump back, both of you have to jump up. When you kind of jump and turn your body, you can be at a slight angle and not have to be perpendicular to the bar already when you jump your feet back out. But what you need to do is make sure every single time that when you do jump your feet out, you are facing the bar. So essentially, the portion of the lift or the movement where you're laying flat on the floor, that is where you need to be perpendicular with the bar. So you can, after you jump your feet both back up, you can step up to the bar and then jump. You can twist in the air, you can twist before you jump, however you want to do it, as long as both of you jump out and back, both of you jump and leave the floor and land on the other side of the bar at the same time. No hops or skips or one-footed jumps over the bar. For the clean, not much to say. We do cleans all year round in CrossFit. It's either you have really good techniques, you've been practicing, you've been drilling it a lot, and that's the way it is. Not much you can change. If you have an iffy clean or your clean's not very pretty, it's kind of hard to change it overnight. So when it comes to this lift, just make sure you're taking the time to prep your body, do the mobility, do the warm-up, make sure the cleans feel as good as they possibly can. Take your time to make sure everything feels nice, whether it be your hips, whether it be your front rack, whatever troubles you in the lift. I personally don't train with a belt. I use a belt maybe like once every 3 to 4 months out of my training season. But during this lift, I'm going to wear a belt to help make sure that I brace really hard at the bottom of that squat, because I see a lot of people. One of the two guys we had to do it right now, they would catch it and they'd instantly collapse even though they had a big like 3-inch powerlifting belt essentially. So when you're doing this movement, I'd put on a belt. Every time you catch that bar, catch it with the elbows as high as you can. Try. A lot of people tend to catch it here and they roll their elbows up, catch it as high as you can. And one thing I like to tell people when it comes to doing the Warner Max clean is think you want to catch it like a power clean. A lot of people want to try to rip that bar off the floor and then dive under it really fast. Take as much time as you need to get that first pull in, so essentially to your knees. Once you get to your knees, rip that bar up, pop those hips, big pull, and try to get your elbows underneath as fast as you can and catch it power and then ride it down. Don't just shoot under it, catch it dead bottom of your squat and then go, ugh, and then missing it forward. Try it with all your might, get that bar up as high as you can, elbows under, and then try to ride that squat down and brace really hard to catch that clean. Lastly, for the mental game of this workout, very short, very sweet. I can't remember how fast the games athletes did this workout, but it was definitely sub 5. I want to say it was around 4:15, 4:30 maybe. It's a fast workout. It's low skill. It's literally just grit your teeth and get it done. So back to movement efficiency, I would personally keep a nice steady pace on the squat clean. Just make sure they all count, they all look good. Don't waste your time trying to rush them and then not reach that full hip extension or get all the way down to your squat. For the burpees, flop down, touch those thighs and chest to the floor, hop back up, jump up and over. For the cleans, this is where kind of like, you know, it's the big dog's time to shine. Like obviously if you're a bigger dude, you can lift more weight, but when it comes to this, think mentally, you're gonna rip, I like to tell all my athletes this, rip that barbell off the floor, show that bar who's boss. If you kind of, let's say you hit, for example, you hit your opener, 185, and you hit 205, well, it's close to my PR, and then you're getting close to your PR weight, and in your head you're like, man, I'm pretty tired, I don't know if I can hit this, like, but my lift feels kind of off on that last one, I barely got it. If you already have doubt and negativity in your head, that's going to affect your movement. You want to make sure every single time you are confident, you're going to attack that bar, you're going to be aggressive, and you're essentially, I think it's the Donnie Schenkel saying, or the John North saying, is you're going to rip the head off the line. Rip that bar up as high as you can, attack that bar. Don't just from the floor rip it off and make it an ugly lift. Make it a nice steady first pull. Once you get past those knees, pop those hips, rip that bar, try to get as high as you can, get under as fast as you can, and brace with all your might to stand that bar up. Alright guys, and that is my tips and strategies video for 18.2. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to say about these videos, make sure you leave them down below in the comment section. I'll get back to you right away. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for plenty more, share this video with any of your friends that are doing 18.2, and we'll see you guys next time.